What's up everyone? Today we're diving into some foundational mistakes that I see time and time again in Facebook ad accounts that I audit. So whether you're new to managing ads or you've been at it for a while, these are the kinds of errors that can really hold back your campaign performance if left unchecked. We'll be covering 5 critical areas where things can go wrong: campaign consolidation, targeting and setup, creative testing, creative iterations, and naming conventions. Hopefully by the end of this video, you will have a clear roadmap to just avoid these pitfalls and optimize your ad performance overall. And if you don't know who I am already, my name is Philip. I'm one of the co-founders here at Ad Punch. We are a paid ads and performance creative agency, and we work with direct-to-consumer brands in the US, UK, and Ireland. So without further ado, let's jump right in. In the last couple of years, we've seen a significant shift in how ad campaigns should be structured. In the past, it was really common to run multiple campaigns with numerous ad sets, but that approach no longer delivers the best results. Today, a much more consolidated and focused strategy is really going to be key to your ad performance. By organizing your campaigns into 3 or 4 primary sales campaigns, you can allocate your budget more effectively and just streamline your analysis process overall. This approach will make it easier for both media buyers and managers within a brand to actually quickly assess performance and just make better informed decisions. So here's a campaign structure that we would recommend. The first campaign is your top of funnel prospecting or testing campaign. When this is set up correctly, the ad sets within this campaign should be targeted towards new customers. The second is your Advantage Shopping Plus campaign. This campaign is basically a blend of targeting both new customers and retargeting previous customers. And then finally, your middle of funnel, bottom of funnel retargeting campaign. You can use this campaign for retargeting, but just make sure you use a smaller budget, typically around 5 to 10% of your overall monthly budget. This streamlined setup not only enhances performance, but also simplifies the process of analyzing and optimizing your campaigns. You can clearly see the spend across each stage of the funnel at a glance, and just take a look at this side by side and ask yourself, which would you rather actually spend time in every week trying to understand the overall performance? When using a consolidated campaign structure, it's really crucial to ensure that each campaign's targeting is actually set up correctly. So I've often audited accounts that are labeled top of funnel cold, prospecting, etc. And I find that the ad sets within them are just interest stacks with no exclusions. To be honest, these aren't truly prospecting campaigns. They're a blend of prospecting and retargeting. So to ensure that you're actually effectively prospecting, you need to exclude audiences that have already purchased with your brand. This forces Meta to truly target new customers and just maximizes the overall potential of your top of funnel campaigns. A caveat to this is to set up and use Meta's audience segments features. Audience segments essentially just offer a newer way to break down demographics, allowing you to view your campaigns, ad sets, and metrics by the type of audience engaging with them. These segments include new audiences, engaged audiences, and existing customers. By implementing these segments, it's really useful just for your analysis, as it just provides a more detailed insight into where your ad spend is actually going. With campaign consolidation and how broad targeting now is the norm in Meta ads, creative has actually just become your most effective method of targeting. But your testing strategy needs to align with this approach. So when I audit accounts, I'll often see media buyers testing 5, 10 completely different types of creatives in one ad set. This is not the way to learn what actually works. For the reason being, you don't really know the difference in one creative that's the cause of it being better over the other. We've found that the best way to test creatives is actually by organizing them into ad sets based on similar angles or frameworks. For example, if you group 3 to 5 variations of a features point out ad into one ad set and then 3 to 5 variations of a UGC framework into another, this way you can reduce the number of variables that you're testing on happen within the ad set, and you'll gain a clearer insight into what messaging, hooks, or headlines perform best between different variations, allowing you to apply these learnings in the future for creative batches that you do source. One of the biggest mistakes I see is failing to iterate on winning creative concepts and angles. Often I see brands move on from successful ads far too quickly, and they miss out on the opportunity to just maximize the overall impact of these creatives. The key to a successful creative strategy is by continuously learning, understanding what resonates with your audience, and just building on that knowledge over time. So when you find a winning concept, of course, scale it in the ad account, but then don't just stop there. Instead, create variations of the creative, create the same concept in different frameworks, and just refine the angle overall so that you can keep driving results. You should always ask yourself, how can I actually build on the success of this past creative? Flow Vitamins do this really well by iterating on winning angles like this hormones gave me a beard angle across different frameworks like UGC and statics. The final mistake I see is the lack of consistent naming conventions across campaigns, ad sets, and ads. While it might seem like a really small detail, having a structured naming convention is going to be crucial for staying organized within your ad account, and it just makes it much easier to analyze and track performance over time. Consistent naming conventions will help you identify what's working and what's not within your ad account, and when you're reviewing data in your ad account, you can use third-party tools like Triple Whale and Motion, which will benefit from these naming conventions. A good naming convention might look something a little bit like this. So we can start with test code, creative variation code, creative concept, the creator or influencer that created it, and a start date. By using a system like this, you'll make it a lot easier just to analyze your ads and ultimately scale them more efficiently. So these are the 5 foundational mistakes I often see in Facebook ad accounts that I audit. Try and audit your own ad account and just see if you can spot some of these pitfalls and put yourself in a good position to scale if you fix them. If you'd like to get a free audit from me, then book a strategy session using the link in the description, and I'll basically take you through the next steps of getting a free ad account and content strategy audit. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more tips on optimizing your ads and just creative strategy in e-commerce overall. And if you have any questions or want to share your experiences, drop a comment below and I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching and hope to see you on the next video.